Good morning. This is my pandemic check-in. I think it might be 17 or 18. Let's get to it. All right. So, the narrative has changed from the coronavirus is fake to the numbers are inflated. From certain people. People that say they know people who work in hospitals who just say the floors are empty and there's nobody there, but they shut down the hospital. Anyway, so I don't know. And another narrative is, which I think is funny, is calling people sheeple, like sheep that will just follow along because all the other sheep are going there. They'll be like, wake up, sheeple. This is, I don't know what they think it is. But then when I asked my friend what a snowflake was, I said, why do they call people snowflakes? And he said, because every snowflake has to be an individual. And I was like, that's kind of the opposite of calling someone a sheeple. Because sheeple's saying you're just one in the crowd following along. But a snowflake every snowflake is different. That was like last week. Everything changes so fast that I'm like, oh, that feels like old news. But I wrote that down last week. They're doing, I pick up mail at a police station. So they're doing court on Zoom. So I thought that was interesting. Virtual court. And then when I was talking about that to my friend, he was saying that there's people that are just stuck in jail because they can't get their court date. And it might have been for something very stupid, whatever someone can go to jail for, like maybe a ticket they accidentally didn't pay, so they might throw you in there. And then they're just still sitting there if they went in at the wrong time. Let's see. So another thing I have been sitting in a circle with some of these friends of mine visiting, and there was they call it the virus. And one of the people said his wife had the virus and her mother had the virus and it's bad. Like, it's really bad. And then he's like, but I didn't get it. He's like, I just kept waiting to get it and I didn't get it. And I said, did you get tested? And he's like, no, I never got it. And I'm like, I don't even watch the news. And I know that people are asymptomatic. And he could just be passing it around to all these old men who I might die because he's not getting tested. I'm not the police and I'm not a doctor or a scientist. I didn't say anything. Obviously, everybody knows that if you're in the same house as someone who's tested positive for it, you should be staying home. Oh my God. And then another friend of theirs is in the hospital with it. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. I'm not gonna, it is my business. That's the thing. It's made it everybody's business because we all share the same air. So it makes it everybody's business that has to breathe in your air. Anyway. Whatever. Oh, maybe this is old notes. Oh, good news. The air quality is better and there's more sea life coming out. So, did I already talk about that? Currently right now. I also saw this thing that said that it's spread through air conditioning. So isn't that just lovely? All right. And there's like a bunch of fires right now. There's fires all over California and I think New Mexico. And then a hurricane just hit Louisiana. People are freaking out. I mean, it could get worse. That's my whole thing is I still wake up and it's a beautiful, peaceful day. You know, we don't have bombs dropping on us. It's not chaos. Maybe watching the news might feel like you're getting bombs dropped on you, but you can still walk out and sit on your porch, and I can sit on my porch and be in a very peaceful environment. I can drive around. It's peaceful. It's beautiful. I'm just saying it could get a lot worse. I mean, hopefully it won't. And then they'd be like, gosh, remember when all we had to do was stay home and throw on an air mask? It's really not that bad. I mean, I do feel bad for people that aren't working, but I'd say maybe it's time to go look for another job at this point and until you can get your old one back. I mean, it is time to try. I think it's good they're trying to go back to school. At first I thought, oh, that's awful. And I'm like, well, what are we supposed to do? We can't just sit around and stop life. We got to try things. So, hey, try it with masks. And if people don't get sick because they're wearing masks, then we'll know that masks work. If people still get sick with it, then we've got a problem. Gosh, I just thought of something and it fleeted out of my brain. Anyway, maybe it'll come back. It was brilliant, I assure you. What else? The fires and hurricane. Oh, yesterday the traffic was just about as busy as it used to be on a Friday. It was very crowded and hectic, and that's really come back, which is good. I mean, that means people are getting out there and doing things. So, yeah, so my book, there might be some people who freak out on the grammar. I just got a really good review from someone who thinks I'm funny. If you think it's funny, then you're going to forgive that I just write like I talk. And if you just think it's stupid, I might get some angry men about my punctuation and stuff. I just got a pretty angry person because I went to Alice Springs and I was spelling it IE instead of EY, and this guy was freaking out. So I fixed it. Yeah, sorry about that. I guess I need to have more attention to detail, which is what it always said on my elementary school, grade school feedback cards. Does not pay attention to detail. I really don't. I like to just crank things out in a mediocre way every once in a while, hitting the nail on the head. Oh, so the other thing, there was a boat flotilla parade in Florida, a Trump parade. There's a lot of people that are going to vote for Trump. I don't know who's going to win. There's a lot of people that still like Trump. It's just the way it is. I think it's going to be close. What else? It's only August. I'm still just trying to eke out and enjoy the last parts of summer. I would like to have a kayak. Oh, okay. So these ladies who read my book or are reading my book came over yesterday, and something that happens with podcasters is people hear what they like and then they start sending them gift cards and stuff. So I talk about chicken a lot, especially fried chicken. They brought over some chicken. It was from El Pollo Rey, so it wasn't fried, but it was like delicious. And I just loved every second of it. But then anytime I would like say something, she'd be like, I know I read your book. And it's like, well, I only have so much material. Does that mean I just can't hang out with people who've read my book because I only have to talk about new things? That's hard to do. It's just going to have to be like when you're with a friend and you have to listen to their stories, you're like, yeah, I've heard this one before. I know people who you got to hear their story 8, 9 times to where you can start saying the story with them. Like my one friend Joe, who's in my book a lot, he'll say, I've heard him say it no less than 100 times. I've never been disappointed with a large woman. I should give him a t-shirt that says that. I mean, he has a girlfriend now that's thin and he loves her so much. But if you just even, he'll say that, you're not even talking about, I don't know, just say the word woman and that he might say that. But anyway, he's crazy. He should get like 5 cents for every book I sell. Okay, I guess I didn't have that much to say today. Life is trying to go back to normal. And I don't know. It's the end of August, so it'll be interesting. Oh, I know. One more thing. I was kind of hoping that if people wear masks in the winter, maybe no one's going to get the flu this winter. Wouldn't that be nice? What if we just like have people won't get sick? That would be awesome. Okay. Have a great day. It's Saturday.